Welcome to the Ashby Tabletop Gamers review of the UK expansion to Ticket to Ride. The game hasn't been released yet, so we have come here to Spirit Games in Burton upon Trent for their open day. So let's go and have a look at it.
There you go, it's not available yet, but in November it's coming out and $24.99, which is going to be excellent value for money, bearing in mind how well it goes in playing it.
So here we have the game, Ticket to Ride United Kingdom. The box also says Pennsylvania, and that is a separate game, which this is what the Pennsylvania game looks like. Ticket to Ride United Kingdom, very similar to Ticket to Ride, and you must have a copy of either Ticket to Ride Europe or the original US version Ticket to Ride in order to play this. It appears at the moment only to be because you need to use the rail cars, the different coloured counters that you use to claim routes. But obviously the maps are different and the routes are different, and also the cards are different. The actual cards you take are different. So the only reason you need one of the other copies is for the actual cars themselves. I don't know if that. I'm sure you can get hold of the car separately if you really didn't want to bother buying Ticket to Ride or Ticket to Ride Europe. The map itself is a map of the whole of the United Kingdom, including Ireland, and you can see the normal routes, including ferry routes and also double routes here. We'll come on to review the rules in a minute. But on the other side of the map, we have the Pennsylvania game. Again, this looks very similar, but this has the addition of stock cards, which is the ability to control companies. So I think the extra part of this game is that you can a company will create the routes, but then who owns the company at the end of the game. Ticket to Ride UK can be played by up to 4 players. The Pennsylvania game allows up to 5 players. It didn't take us long to set the game up and to learn the additional rules. I think it took about 10 minutes in this case. As you can see, the gameplay is very similar to Ticket to Ride Europe or normal Ticket to Ride, and basically you have to place cars down on the map to claim routes, and you're trying to link particular towns and cities in order to score points. The main difference here though is that you have the ability to acquire technology and concessions cards. Technology cards are required in order to enable you to build routes that are more than 2 coaches long, and also to build routes across the seas, so for ferries for instance. The concessions cards are required in order to build routes outside England, so if you want a route that goes for instance into Wales or Scotland or Ireland and France, then you need to buy a particular concession for those countries. In order to buy both technology cards and concessions, you need to spend locomotives. There are more locomotives in the pack. We did say earlier the pack is a different set of cards to the European pack or the Ticket to Ride pack. And also you have the ability to convert a set of carriages into locomotives. The game begins when you have the ability to use 4 carriages or coaches and convert those into a single locomotive. Part of the game therefore is deciding which technology and concessions that you need to buy in order to complete your routes. Some of the technology is limited and only 1 or 2 players can buy that technology, but generally concessions are available to all players. This does make the game more complicated, and in the example game that we played, the 2 winning players, we had a 2-way tie at the top. The 2 winning players took opposing strategies, one buying a lot of technology and the other buying the minimum amount of technology. This makes the game a lot more complicated, and it's not as lightweight as Ticket to Ride Europe or Ticket to Ride. If you like games like Catan, I think you'll prefer Ticket to Ride UK to the other options. We had some minor niggles about the map and the particular cities chosen to be on the map. It didn't really represent the railway cities of the UK. There's no Crewe, for instance, and Nottingham's on there rather than Derby, which seems a bit strange. But other than that, the game itself was excellent. It starts more slowly than a normal Ticket to Ride game because of the technology cards, but it soon picks up pace, and we all had a very good time. The game was played probably in just over an hour and could be played faster, I suspect, but definitely a game that we would recommend to anybody who has enjoyed the other versions of Ticket to Ride.